Hi guys, welcome to Game Talk. It's been a very long time, but today finally Ajax played his first match against Sparta. We're ready to talk about it today with Ajax.
Hi guys.
I'm your host Juan. Ajax, how good does it feel to talk about the game again? A real game.
Yes, there's Eredivisie again after 6 months of nothing.
Are you still excited, by the way, about what we saw today?
Excited about what we saw? No. Excited that the competition started? Yes. So I'm very happy to finally see some football again.
Mm-hmm.
But we did not get treated today because it was a bad game.
Yeah.
And a lot had to do with the referee and the decisions he made. But the level of Ajax was also very poor.
Let's start with what you just said. Was it the red card?
I don't think so. Because Tagliafico was in front of his man. So he was not coming from behind and tackling him. It was unlucky that he was in the position that he was in. But he did not hit the player and he hit the ball on the hand.
Yeah.
So
it was a handsball.
It was a handsball.
Okay.
So at most I would have given him a yellow card. And that was already
the thing is that the referee is arguing, basically, or thinking that if he hasn't done that, the player would have gone straight to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but that's not true because Tagliafico was ahead of him. He went from the side in front of him, but he was in front of him. Otherwise, he could not have reached the ball earlier than the opponent. So I think this is not true. So even if he went to the goal, he was still not clear. He
wasn't clear of Tagliafico at that point. Yeah.
So a red card is very harsh, and I do not know why we have VAR if something like this doesn't get reviewed again, because it was clearly not a red card for me. But
the thing is with the red with the VARs and red cards is that they don't overturn it like we think they overturn things. It has to look at the situation. If it's not the handsball, then they overturn it, or they tell the referee, go watch the movie again or the video again. But in this case, because the referee said it was a handsball and his interpretation is that the player is heading towards the goal, the VAR is not guessing the second argument. It's only looking whether it's a handsball, yes or no.
But since when is a handsball a red card? Yeah. Because this usually if a player is clear to the goal and you tackle him or you make a foul, then it's the last player between the goalkeeper and the player that's running towards the goal, and it's usually it's a foul and it's a red card. Yeah. But even with a penalty or something within the 16-yard box, you usually get yellow at most.
Yeah, but
and he didn't tackle him.
Exactly. But what the referee is thinking about, or the way he's thinking about what the situation was, is that Tagliafico deliberately stopped the game, and he had a good chance of scoring. Yeah, that's the interpretation.
Yeah, but that's just not true, because if you we could review it also, and it's not that we're biased. We are Ajax supporters. We like biased. a little bit. We are, but biased. Still, if you review the replay, you see that he tried to reach it with his foot, and it hits his hand, and his hand is in this position, because if you go to the ground yourself, you try to balance yourself. So
exactly. No, we know that, but it's still a handsball.
It's still a handsball, but I think a review was necessary to review if it's a yellow card or a red card.
Okay.
And in this case, I think it was not deliberate. So it should be a yellow card. And it's a big decision he makes, because you will have 10 men for the rest of the match. Yeah. So he actually killed the game. It's not that Ajax was playing that terrific, but with 10 men, it's just... difficult situation. So luckily we scored soon after that, because otherwise you saw the rest of the game almost no chances. Yeah. So
we did get a lot of chances. But do you think it's a good thing that Ajax, even with 10 men, I mean, we can go over the goal of Antony. It was a bit lucky, but still it was a goal. Yeah. Can you say, you know what? Even, I mean, it's Sparta. We're playing away, first game. You have to get in rhythm, team playing for the first time, not together, but the first time a real match again. I mean, it has been 6 months. Yeah. Are we being a little bit too, we should be happy or counting our blessings now, or should we be a bit more critical?
We should always be critical, because that's what we do also. But if we saw the preseason, it was very promising. And I did not see the level of play. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't see the level of play of preseason. And also, we have to take into account we do not have to down talk Sparta. It's a team with a lot of experience in it, and it's the best team of Rotterdam. So yeah, let's be honest. You have a win against them, so that you can cross it off the agenda.
Yeah.
Away game, best team of Rotterdam, 0-1. So 3 points in the back.
Also, if you take into account that in previous years we haven't won our first games, so this is maybe also a huge thing for us.
If you saw the last 10 years, I think we drew a lot, drawn a lot the first match, like 1-1, 2-2.
Exactly.
So getting the 3 points, it's big, and it's the first time in years that we had a preseason fully. Because usually the last years we had to play preliminary rounds of the Champions League. Mm-hmm. So for now, I'm happy with the 3 points, but let's not discuss the level of play too much, because I was not too happy with what I saw level-wise of the players.
Going over the players, we know that Martinez was injured, and we didn't know whether Blind would start. He did choose Blind to start. Mm-hmm. He was fit enough to play. Mm-hmm. How do you think Blind performed?
I think he did well. I think actually for me, Blind, Schuurs and Gravenberch were the 3 best players of the field. On the field, and I gave Blind and Schuurs 7 because I think they were solid today. Mm-hmm. And Gravenberch was just terrific. He pulled the strings on the midfield. I saw him make a out of foot pass into the right winger position from the midfield.
Our youngest player, right?
Yeah, he was. I have seen so much growth within his play and his performance since last season.
Exactly,
it's terrific, and if he can, make this level, make it grow each week and each month, and just become a better player, I think he will be our star player.
Yeah, we know that he needs games, right? He needs minutes, so. I think Ten Hag is going to give him all the chances.
He's terrific.
He's showing signs of really being terrific. Yeah. What did you think of Antony's performance?
Yeah, I think he was great. He didn't have too much shots on goal or like good passes to other players, a few crosses. But what I liked about him was his energy. He was everywhere on the field, and you have to have players with energy that close the gaps when you are a man down. Mm-hmm. So he was doing his defensive load. He was doing his attacking load. He was running a lot. He was very energetic. So that's what I liked about him. He went for every duel. He went to every ball. I think his tank would probably been empty when he got substituted for Neres. Mm-hmm. I think he did terrific for his first match and official match. And I think the goal was lucky though. If you see the replay from Benjamin van Leer, I also tweeted about it. He's still an ISC to think because he was like, it was like Swan Lake, He was like, I don't know what he did.
But it also has to do with the AstroTurf, right? I mean, that the ball there, you see strange things happening. So, anyways.
So lucky there.
Yeah. Overall, looking at the team, take us also to your ratings. What do you think of the overall performance?
Yeah, my man of the match is Gravenberch. As I told before, I gave him an 8 because I think he was terrific and he was one of the few that really exceeded the level of play of the rest of the team. Mm-hmm. And he was actually carrying the team with great passes and great positioning.
Up as well.
Yeah, he was terrific. So really impressed by his play. Also, Schuurs and Blind, I gave them a 7. And I gave Antony also a 7 because of his energy, and he scored the goal. Mm-hmm. So that are the only high grades, and the rest of the players were like 5s, 6s.
Yeah.
So
probably because we're down to 10 men. Yeah. And we still carry through, and got the 3 points.
And also, I gave Ten Hag also a 5 because I think he should have intervened earlier.
In what way?
He should have switched it around within the team earlier. He's 5 subs, and he waited again until the end of the match. And don't get me wrong, you have to try and fight and bring in the result. But the tank of your players are earlier. They are empty earlier than in normal matches. And
so
why?
What would you have done?
I would have substituted earlier. Like
who, for instance?
For instance, Promes. He was not playing that terrific today. Mm-hmm. Also, I think with this kind of matches, maybe it's better to substitute Tadic. And we've talked about this before. Tadic is the captain, and he's probably something in his contract that he plays every minute. But against Sparta that is pressing, you have to have players in front that are fast. So if you actually left Promes in the field with Antony and Neres, those are all fast players. So if you have if you gain the ball in transition, you can do fast counter-attacking play. Tadic is more of a combination football player, and you need him at the second half of the field
pitch,
when you're combining. That he can play passes, that he can drop deep. And now Sparta was almost the whole time on Ajax part of the field, and you have to have quick counter-attack. So to utilize his qualities, he's better as a combination footballer than as a counter-attacking footballer.
One question about that. Would it work not to substitute Tadic, but maybe to take him out of the left wing and put him as a striker to hold the ball?
Yeah, that could also have worked, because Promes, who was left in the center, he didn't have his best game today. So
well, it wasn't easy for him because he started as a 10.
I know.
And Labyad got
Yeah, but still, I would have done something earlier with this, and also he finished the game again with one substitute unused.
Yeah.
So overall, I was not really impressed with his coaching today. It was not bad, it was not terrible, but it was not great either. Okay. So,
do you think it was deserved that we got the 3 points today?
I think so. Sparta did not really have big chances.
They pressed a lot.
They pressed a lot, but. Yeah, and also it's something with Onana, he's in the goal and you just feel calm when he's in the goal. It's
That's
just
true.
a presence, and he does do a lot of dirty stuff like taking his time and with easy saves, dropping to the ground, laying there for 10 seconds. I can understand that the opponent finds this very annoying, but like goalkeeping skills and this guy's terrific, and I really hope we still have him for the rest of the season, because that's a big game changer with Onana or without.
Absolutely.
So hope so.
Again, good thing. Next match.
I'm very happy, man. I'm very happy.
Good. No, it was good. I mean, you talked about everything, so we
started
everything.
again, so this is good. And hopefully the level will increase.
Yeah, that's what we hope for, right?
And this was the first match, and the most important thing is we have 3 points.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Better season start than a lot of other seasons.
True.
Yeah.
Great ending.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey there. Thanks for watching. A thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. Subscribe so we can bring you more awesome content. Do it.